Okay, so this is part 2 of your green utility shed. So it asks you to go ahead and select the wall that you had changed to brick. And now we're going to go ahead and change it again. So we're going to click on under here under your properties menu, click on edit type. And it asks you to click on preview, which was already selected. So if yours doesn't look like that, just click on preview down here. Okay, we're going to duplicate this. So if you click on duplicate, and then we're going to change it to shed wall with siding. And did I click siding? Yes. And then click on OK. And then you're going to click on edit here. And then over here where it says brick common, if you click in there, you see this little box comes up with the little ellipses in there. Click on those little ellipses there. This is your material box. If you go down and select wood from the list, where's it at? I'm sorry, right here. Select wood, and then it wants us to select plywood sheathing, which is here. And then down here, if you see here it says creates and duplicates material, we're going to click on that. And then let me move this up because it's not showing. Create new material or duplicate. So we're going to click on create new material. So that's what we're going to do. Did I already do that? I think I did. Alright, so we're going to click on there, opening, drop down, then select duplicate material. That's not what it wants me to do. Why is that not working? Okay, let me take a look. So when you click on this menu here, create new material, we're actually click on duplicate selected material. So we duplicate it, and you notice that it created a duplicate of it. So this one, it has a little one in parentheses there. So from here, it wants us to click on the identity tab, and then we're going to rename this, and we're going to name it to siding horizontal wood. And then here where it says description, we're going to take that out, and description horizontal, I can't spell or I can't type, wood siding. Alright, so that's selected, and then it wants us to go into the graphics tab, and in the graphics tab it wants you to change the pattern to horizontal, and then click OK. So where's it at? We're in the graphics, surface pattern. Oh, here it is. Alright, so let's find horizontal in here. So it should be the one that's set to horizontal. And then click OK. Alright, so we've done that. We haven't done anything else but clicked OK there. So now it wants us to go into the Appearance tab, and then it wants us to open the Asset Browser. And we click on the icon in the lower left corner of the Materials browser. So let me see. Which one is that one? Oh, is it this one? That's it. So click here. This menu comes up, and it wants us to open the siding floor. Folder. So let me find that. So all these menus look confusing. Okay, so it wants us to click on or expand this appearance library here, and then wants us to open the siding folder. So go down to siding. Okay, clicked on siding, and then wants you to select the wood horizontal cedar. So wood horizontal cedar, and it's selected. Click on the small icon to replace it. Oh, here we go. There we go. Alright, so we're going to click OK in this menu here. Go back here. Click OK. Oh, there we go. It changed it. Alright, so click OK here. And then we're going to look to see, once we're here, what it wants us to do is you're going to have to go back up and you see your siding horizontal wood, it wants you to change the thickness, which is here in this column, to 1/2. So we're going to back up and then just put 1-2. Whoops, I forgot to take out the 3. So I'm going to go back. Alright, so change the thickness, and then it also wants us to delete this error layer. It says it's not necessary, so highlight it and then select delete, and it's gone. And then click on OK twice, once, twice, and we're there. Alright, so it wants us to select the 3 walls and then replace them with the shed wall with siding that we had selected. So what we're going to do, let me move this over. Oops, yeah. Alright, so we're going to select the 3 walls, and what happened to my cube? Alright, so that's this wall, and default your view cube is going to be over on the right, so I had it moved over here. So if you use your cube, you can change the different views. So you can go ahead and select your wall. So we're going to hold down the control key, select that wall, turn your cube over, control key, select this wall, flip it this way, and that one's already done. So it was only the 3 walls. So we're going to go over here, and we need to find the shed wall with siding, which is down here. Let's select it, and it applies it. Okay, so if you look, it kind of doesn't look like it, but if you zoom in, it is the correct one. Okay, so let me move this. Let's take a look at this also. Is that set, or is that on the outside? So it looks like this is on the outside. So if the wall is on the interior, or the material is on interior, so that tells me that my double arrows are not. There we go. Yep, just what I thought. Right here too. Alright, so let's go look. There it goes. So now it's set to the exterior wall. Okay, so now it wants us to go ahead and place some components to add some doors and windows. So in your floor plan view, let's go to floor plan. We're going to go ahead and select door. Let me go up here. Okay, so under the architecture tab, we're going to select the door, and then we're going to go ahead and load the family, which is over here on the right. So click on load family, and it's going to open up your door folder. Now, our version of Revit might be different from what the PLTW one has. So if the specific door that they're telling you to select is not there, whoops, I need to plug in power. Alright, so we're going to select the doors, and then it wants us to find the single panel door. So here we go, single panel. We're going to select it, and then we're going to load all of them. So just click OK. It's going to load all those windows there. And then we're going to go over here to this the properties folder. Okay, so click here. It's already set to the door that it wants you to have. It's a 34 by 80. So then what you're going to do is, if you notice, if you click here, we want the door somewhere here. Let me zoom in here. Alright, so you can place the door anywhere. So I'm just going to place it here. And if you notice, if you click on these the double arrows, this doesn't let you click on it. It should show you how it's gonna how the door swings open. Okay, so our door is placed in. Next thing we need to do, go ahead and hit your escape key twice. My door is not centered. I don't like that, but that's okay. We can align that. We're going to go ahead and go to your architectural. We're going to go ahead and place some windows in. Now, I don't see that it tells us what specific windows it wants us to put in. So typically you don't want a fixed window. So let's go load the family, and it's let's do residential. All right, so let's do a single panel. I guess it doesn't matter. Are we still indoors? We sure are. What am I doing? I'm sorry. Let me go back. We need to go back to make sure it's loading Windows. Alright, so let's go into US Imperial, and it doesn't matter. If you notice, you have different libraries. You have your US Imperial. If you go to libraries, you have your generic and your US metric. Just depends what you want. Let's go to Windows all the way down. There we go. Alright, so we're here in the Windows, and we're going to go to, we're not going to use these type of windows. If you click once, it shows you the pictures of it. Obviously, those aren't windows that you're going to put on a shed. So we'll just use the fixed window. That's fine. And we'll load all of them. And we're going to go with, let's load it. We'll just go with the smallest window. Okay, so once when it shows it has a window here, window on the opposite side, your blue lines come up. You notice how those lines come up? So you want to line them up with the opposite window. And then line those up. Okay. Hit escape twice. So now we got windows and we have our door. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and edit the boundaries. So over here under your modify tab, it will come up. Click on your floor. There we go. Alright, so click on your edit boundary, and then you're going to select over here, click on your align tool. So you'll click on the align tool, and then click on your green check mark, and there it's aligned. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, you're going to go ahead and create a drawing sheet. That's in your project browser. So if you get down here, it says sheets, there's nothing there, so you're going to have to right click, select new sheet. Where is it at? Is it this one? No, that's not what I want. Sorry, wrong one. Click on sheets and then click on new sheet. So it wants us to select 11 by 17, and if it's not here, then you're going to have to load it. Click on load, and then click on this drop down here. Go to libraries, and go to title blocks. Okay, it wants you to select the B sheet 11 by 17, load it, and then click OK. And you should see this come up. So I'm going to move this over here. Okay, so come and expand this little plus sign, and you're going to see it's by default names it A101. So we're going to right click it, and we're going to rename it, and we're going to go ahead and rename it Green Utility. Oh, no. We're going to leave the sheet number A101, but change this here to Green Utility Shed, and select OK. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drag our views that it wants. So first thing we're going to drag is our 3D view. So, oh, I should have double clicked on it. Go back to your sheets. Okay, so without double clicking, all you're going to do is left click, hold, and then drag it over onto your sheet. And you notice once you left click, it will place it on there for you. Now you see the crop window that's on this, we need to turn that off. So if you come down to the bottom over here, let's see. No, that's for our floor plan. So click on your floor plan, and if you click on this little icon right here, what looks like a little light bulb, that's your crop window. It's going to show your crop region. So I'm going to kind of zoom. Okay, you see that? This you don't want to be out that way. So we're going to take in our crop region and move it up. Move it in a little bit closer.